Well, our design calls for framing the front of this house with some planting of taller trees on the left-hand side, which is in fact the southern side. So it's planting blocks. We pick another suitable specimen, and I'll pick block 22 and move that into position there. This time these are relatively tall trees, so we'll scale it up. You can actually specify a base point. Remember, they come in at 1 metre, so we could type 2.5, and that gives us a tree with canopy diameter 2.5, and we could copy that from its base point, come down through here. Is tracking still on? Yes, it is, so we can set it up at 1600 and come down here again another 1600 centre. So they're equally spaced, those trees. They look a little bit regular, and the white indicator is showing. Don't forget, you can go view and redraw, and your white indicators around your specimens will disappear, provided you go to layers and go layer dialog and turn off the construction layer, and we'll come back on here. Now those white circles representing the canopy diameter disappear. We can improve the sort of look and feel of this a little by clicking rotate and just spinning this one around a bit, and maybe spinning this one as well. Don't want to move it, I picked the wrong thing then. Right click and rotate, pick in the middle and just spin it a bit, and we can perhaps even scale that one just a tiny bit down to sort of, and now I've got a more fluid, sort of more realistic looking appearance of those trees. So the design is certainly taking shape. I think the design calls for some agaves to be placed underneath the base of those trees. So we'd go to planting, look for something that looks a little like an agave. Block 4 might do the job, and again we can move those into position, click it and select it. Whoops, I need to zoom in a bit to pick that one. No, I can't pick that agave, and the reason I can't do that is that I made quite an error. I had the plant construction layer as the current layer when I brought that symbol in, so it's actually gone in on a layer that's turned off. So I'll go edit and undo, and edit and undo again. It's now gone. I'll make sure I'm back onto the plant symbol layer when I pick that block and put that agave in, and now we can move it into position. Now when I zoom out, it's easy to pick, and I can copy it and move. I think the design calls for one of these between each, so I'll go view, pan real time, drag down a little, and I've got one between each tree. I might put another one in. Don't like designs where there are only two, so we'll hit the escape and maybe move that specimen down a little closer in there and copy it from there and put another one, tuck it underneath the tree there. If I'm not quite happy with the positioning of those, pick all three, right click and just move them and get them off to the right a little bit, and that's a much better design. Right click, zoom a window around through there. Can you see we're almost finished our design? I'll leave it to you to finish things off. I will show you shortly how to put text in and some layer tags.